Sup y'all, it's Gumster, and today I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. So, I know this video is going to be decisive. It's either going to be hated, or loved, or more likely not watched. To y'all watching though, what's up with you? Thanks for clicking, you know? Alright, so let's go back to when GTA Online first got released. And I promise this will somehow come back to Red Dead Online. So, when GTA Online got released, it was in a terrible launch date. The game had sold millions of copies, and Rockstar didn't think that so many people would log on to the online portion of the game. And my first hand experience during launch involved being able to create my character, getting the game without any issues or hassles, finishing the first mission and having some fun. Then I made the rookie mistake of logging off the game and heading on to class that I had that day. And the teacher didn't even show up. He missed it because he said he was playing GTA a couple of days later when we finally caught up to him. So I rushed home, picked off where I left off, and boom! My character was randomly deleted. I tried to re-enter the server, and the hammer came down on me, and I spent hours looking up to the sky, watching a little bar trying to get me connected. Now, I told you this story to get to the point that on that day, the launch servers were utter crap. So let's take a retro look on what came with the launch of GTA Online on October 1st, 2013. The goal was to make as much money as possible to buy things that you unlocked by getting high enough in RP. The items you could buy ranged from houses, which was a near complete safe zone for you and your vehicles, the aforementioned vehicles, which broke down to three categories: aesthetics, practicality, and griefing; weapons, which was to kill players and NPCs who had the testicular fortitude to walk or drive near your general vicinity; and clothing, which is to enhance your appearance. You made money by doing PvP missions, doing random challenges like arm wrestling or darts, stranger missions, which led you to an empty world with your team to complete these missions killing NPCs, free roam missions and events, and finally races. So I told you all that information so I can compare the launch of GTA Online to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, where instead of vehicles you can get horses. The gun customization is as amazing as it is in the single player portion of the game, with the added bonus that the cosmetics now cost either real money or you get to spend hours farming to get small amounts of gold for the gold bars. Instead of buying houses, you buy upgrades for your randomly placed camps, and you pay more money to have the camp moved to another location on the map, which is also random. And the clothing is about the same as GTA, but they're not as cool looking. Some are, some not. It's hard, you know. So to gain money and XP, you can do 8-ish story missions, or you can do interruptible free roam missions, which another posse can come in and wreck your stuff. The PvP showdowns is also pretty good now after the buffs. Racing and free roam hunting and fishing, those are ways to make money. Additionally, you can do some good old-fashioned player griefing for all that sweet, yummy XP. So, you might be thinking, well, what's my point? Well, it's that Rockstar had plenty of time to develop more content for this game, compared to GTA Online. What I mean is that the current Red Dead 2 Online is a mix between the original Red Dead Online and the GTA 5 Online, with some slight improvements to it. Fishing was added compared to the first one, and eating actually has a purpose besides trying to gain health, like it was in GTA Online. Alright, so I'll stop dancing around this issue. There really ain't much to do in Red Dead Online after you finish a handful of story missions, besides killing players in showdowns and free roam. Doing missions, which in my case, a fourth of those didn't load up, or the giver of the mission changed their mind after it gave me the mission, and they'll send me on another mission. Or after they give me a mission, they'll just stare blankly waiting for the details, and they'll tell me I have no mission for you. There's also hunting and fishing, which after the nerf, they're more like a hobby rather than a legitimate way to make money. Then the racing, which doesn't pay nearly as much for the effort that I experienced putting into it. It'll pay about $5. Then there's just going across the map back and forth, which was only fun for the first like 15 times. So why is this an issue, you might be saying? Well, they've had years of work on GTA Online, and they could have implemented some more stuff to do in Red Dead Online. I mean, they could add poker, they could add the five finger fillet or shoehorns, stuff that was in the first Red Dead that didn't make its way over here, or stuff from the single player that didn't make its way online. And GTA had a lot more stuff. They had a gun range, they had darts, they had arm wrestling, TVs, radios. I know there's no TV and radios in Red Dead, but they could have implemented some type of alternate. I'm pretty sure you can't even go to the movies in Red Dead. So it's like, what's up? You know? So let me give some praise to Rockstar. The detail that was present in the single player game is mostly present in the online portion, which is always great. Also, the staggered release of the online portion was well thought out, and the servers are significantly better than GTA's during the launch. Now, back to the negatives. At launch and for the first few weeks, the prices of items and the rate in which you gained money and gold was on EA's level of greedy. I mean, I heard Take-Two is very money hungry, despite GTA Online being a diamond-plated money press and Red Dead Redemption 2 selling enough copies to fill a Scrooge McDuck level vault of gold coins. They had all this money, yet they still tried to feel a need to bleed more money out of players, and they then wanted to be applauded for making the money rate bearable, which they so happily made it bearable once they added in the microtransaction shop. You know? So something else I want to talk about, which irks me to no end, is the Star of Invincibility that Rockstar has, and that the fanboy are quick to scream out in unison. Quote, the online is in beta. Alright, I'll concede that point. Yes, the game's in a beta state. A beta for a game means that the game needs more testing from the public to help the developer squash any remaining hard-to-find bugs. And the game in a beta state doesn't mean the developer will add any new content to the game. In fact, I'm pretty sure Rockstar used this claim as a beta to keep people from complaining about the lack of content for the game. Also, I don't understand the current trend to claim a game is in a beta state, then a few weeks later turn around and add a microtransaction store, like in the case of Red Dead. They upped the prices on everything and made it slightly more balanced. Then they added a microtransaction store, which, here are the prices. Range from the lowest amount of bars you can normally buy, it's 40 cents per bar, and the highest amount of bars you can buy is 29 cents per bar. So the more money you pay, the better deal you get with the bars. And there's a limited time offer, which is 20 cents per bar, and you get about 25 bars for like $5. Now, the game's in a beta state, but they want to make sure they have that store open. I don't get this at all. So, to sum it all up, my issues with the online portion of Red Dead Redemption 2 is that griefing other players is the bulk of the content. There really isn't much to do, and I don't know what stings more. There being little to no content, or the fact that I enjoy what little content is there. And the other content around the killing core seems to be lacking in the least. To top that all off, the shooting itself seems like it's phoning it in. How easy it is to get a headshot, and how quickly some guns work. Something seems wrong when the Varmint rifle, a gun used to kill birds and other small game, is one of the most deadliest weapons in the PvP portion of the game, considering it's running with much more powerful guns. Speaking of the PvP, the lack of choice in this series is quite disappointing. You can't choose which game type you're going to play, so you join as in a posse, you don't know if you're going to be in a team-based mode or a free-for-all mode. On top of that, you don't know if you're all going to be in the same team regardless. Most of all, I really can't get over that after the years of working on GTA Online, I don't think that Rockstar, or everybody else for that matter, would have a better grasp on how to handle Red Dead Redemption Online, and learn from their mistakes from GTA Online, which is the lack of content, and how slowly they put out the content. This leads people to leave the game en masse. Rockstar stated that they wanted more time to work on the online portion of the game, and wasn't finished yet. And to me, it does feel like it's an early access rather than a full AAA release. But that's just my opinion. If you agree with me or if you don't, let me know in the comments down below. But that's it for me. Mr. out. Peace.